Hello, I'm Rebecca Wiley from Conscious Infinity. Today we will be working on exposure. The reason why I chose to work on this is I tapped into the energy of the collective consciousness and what your guardian angels are asking of you. And the main theme is the ability to step into your own power, the ability to accomplish your purpose in life, not everybody else's. And one of the reasons that this seems to be hard for people is the fear of exposure. And so these are some questions I'd like you to ask yourself before we begin. What's the worst thing that would happen if you stepped into your power and you totally exposed who you are? And you may have to think back to when you were a child, around 3 to 4 years old. What is it that you like to do? What were you passionate about? Some of you, maybe it's younger than that, or maybe it's older than that. But there's usually a time in someone's life where they were extremely passionate about something. Some people are living that passion, which is great, and other people brush that aside and they might have thought, well, in order to make money, in order to survive, I need to struggle. Uh, Being that creative is no way to live. There's a lot of programs and fears, vows, those commitments and contracts that we take on from our parents while we're even in the womb, and any other lifehood that we may be living, or the collective consciousness lifehood. If there's an event that's happened in the collective consciousness, then oftentimes there's fear around that event, and people are scared, and they act in a very robotic fashion, following the masses, scared to be on their own. So the angels are really wanting to help you with this. This is a time of angelic intervention, and what that means is before, guardian angels, they're always around you. They protect you, especially when there's an emergency. But now they're starting to step closer because they really are trying to get us to ascend, especially the people who have taken on the contract to help the ascension, to help people remember. Those light workers or healers, or they don't even need to be light workers or healers, it just can be part of your personality and who you are. Just by being around people, you may enlighten them. Those people have angels really close to them right now, and these angels really want to help you. They want to guide you. So I need you just to follow along with me. I'm going to connect, and I want you to just, like I said, follow along. Go into your heart space. I do talk, and I talk for your subconscious mind, but this is a lot of energy work. So even though you can hear me, I still need you to go into your heart space and really pay attention to the way you feel in reference to that, and don't concentrate on staying in your head. What we're going to do is a mixture between theta healing and some other modalities that I have learned. And like I said, this is for you for today in the collective consciousness. So if you're watching this, this is definitely for you. Okay, so just take a deep breath. Close your eyes. And remember that with each and every breath that you take, you're breathing in life force energy and breathing out any stagnant energy that you may have, any energy of fear, low vibrational frequency, breathing out that low vibration, breathing in life force energy, the energy of creation. So this is a very balanced exchange of breath. And as you do this, all of your chakras begin to open, starting with the root chakra, going into the solar plexus, going into the sacral chakra. Very important chakra, sacral chakra. It holds 30 to 40% of our energy. That is the chakra of passion, creativity, of rebirth. Going up into the solar plexus, your empathic chakra. This is where you would tend to hold on to anything that's not really yours. So what you want to do is you just want to imagine the chakra spinning. It's releasing anything that's not you. Any psychic cords, psychic attacks, any thought forms that are not your own. Sending them into Creator's white light. Going up into your heart chakra, which is the chakra of your soul. chakra of compassion. This is where you create. This is where you manifest. This is where your anchor point is. When you're totally connected to everything that is, and you are one with everything, your heart chakra is that central point where you still know where your consciousness lies. Taking a deep breath, opening up your throat, releasing with each and every life force breath that you take through the throat chakra now, releasing any patterns and programs of not being listened to, not being heard, you're not worthy and deserving of being heard. That you'll be killed for speaking out. That in order to get along with people, you need to hold your voice. That the only reason to be heard, the only way to be heard is if you were to explode or have a mood swing or get angry. That you know what it feels like to be heard while you're in your calm, centered place, and what it feels like to know that people actually want to listen to you. Going into your third eye, opening up your third eye. This is, imagine a big, beautiful eye in the middle of your forehead. And as you open this eye, you can see 360 degrees around you. There's a little bit of a tingling going on. This is your chakra of telepathy, clairvoyance, clairaudience. And then finally, opening your prophetic chakra, which is your crown chakra. The top of your head. Imagine taking the lid off of a jack-o'-lantern and this big, beautiful gold light just pours through your body, through this chakra. Now all of your chakras are working together effortlessly and easily, clearing with each and every life force breath you take. Now allow your consciousness and your awareness to go down into your heart chakra. And there's this big, beautiful glow of light coming from your heart, projecting onto the universe. It's a golden light with purple rays around it. These are healing rays. Staying in that heart space, projecting this healing onto the universe, projecting what you want onto the universe, just letting this be done for you. What you're doing is you're allowing yourself to be holographic right now. That means you can be part of any reality that exists within you. And with your focus and this healing and the intent, you're blueprinting on that hologram, kind of like a pattern of sewing a dress. When you cut that out and you sew it, it becomes a dress. So you're creating a pattern of what you want your life to be like. And we focus and we create, that pattern then becomes your 3D reality. Okay. Allow your awareness and your being and your consciousness to know where you need to go. But there's a lifehood that you need to go into right now. And just trust that you're being guided there. Go into this lifehood. This is a lifehood to do with being scared to show who you really are. This is the lifehood where I feel like you were a part of, this feels more about religion, like you were part of some sort of like Roman Catholic religion, where if you spoke up for yourself or you said who you were or you gave ideas that were outside of that small consciousness, then you're ridiculed and sometimes even worse. So what we want to do is we want you to give you the highest truth understanding of what it feels like to be in this reality now, that when you speak your opinion, you are safe. So getting rid of any vows, oaths, commitments, contracts that you may have made to always keep quiet. Releasing any trauma from your etheric field, from your soul, from your consciousness, from your DNA. Sending that into Creator's white light. Reintegrating any soul fragments in reference to that life that you may need right now. And what you're doing is you're cleansing them in unconditional love and gratitude and letting these soul fragments come back in through your heart chakra. Good job. Knowing what it feels like to know where you begin and others end, knowing where that boundary is. And then see these two beautiful footprints, they're gold footprints right in front of you. This is who you are and your divine purpose in life. And I want you to step into these footprints now. And as you do, it immediately takes you to a healing in your mother's womb, where there's this divine light around you. So you're releasing any negative patterns, any anxieties, any fears that you may have taken on as a baby from conception onwards. Good job. And allowing your soul to recognize your purpose in life. Not only recognize your purpose in life, to embrace it, to know that this is your movie, this is your play, that this is what you're supposed to do. Removing any fears in reference to trusting others, downloading into you that you know who to trust, when to trust, and how to trust, and that you can trust yourself. You know what it feels like to be safe within yourself, so you know what it feels like to allow yourself to choose who you can be safe around. And then there's a fear of being alone. And I want you to notice what it feels like to have the greatest self-love you can ever imagine. It's as if you're looking at yourself and you're seeing that divine light that's inside of you, everything that you're here to do and your divine purpose. And when you're in that light, when you're in your creativity, when you're in your heart space, there's no such thing as being alone. You'll never be alone. And when you get that frequency of being able to be with yourself and loving yourself, if that's contagious, and the people that love you and people with higher frequencies will flock to you, and it'll be effortlessly and easily done. And finally, knowing what it feels like to be able to live your divine purpose, so you're seeing it, hearing it, feeling it, you know what it is. You're in your golden footprints right now. You can trust, you can see this happen for yourself. You know the people around you, their energies at least, what they're saying, what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what this feels like to live every day in your divine purpose. And to know that you can do this right now. And that's what you're manifesting onto the universe right now. Allowing this to integrate into every single cell, atom, molecule of your being. Doing it now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 366 days a year, across all lifetimes, cultures, ethnicities, and parallel lives. Taking a deep breath, going into your heart chakra, feeling that amazing gratitude that you have for this healing. And then just saying to yourself, thank you, it is done. It is done, it is done. Taking a deep breath and opening your eyes when you're ready. Good. So we're going to allow this to integrate throughout this 24-hour period, because you will integrate a lot in your REM sleep. Those of you that had integrated soul fragments will feel a pretty good shift. You start to feel, the first night can be a little exhausting because you're integrating that soul fragment, but then you feel energized. You don't feel spacey. You feel more put together. So I would love to hear your experiences, or you can comment on your experiences below, or you can message me. Thank you so much.